playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, here's Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll look to run with Ingram into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. And oh, it's blocked. The Texans have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it, because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. And incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This is caught. It's Cooks. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the eye.
Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
49's the mic. Watch for orbit. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the end zone, Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Good stop, D. Good stop.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll throw again from their own end zone. He gets it to Cooks. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Coleman now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 99.
2nd down, McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, Watson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
36 to Mike. Strip that ball. 25, check 25, check 25.
A final shot before the break. Watson, he's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd and inches. 66, pull it, I smell fear in that offense.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First down, Baltimore. Check, 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 check. No take.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got Snead. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Check, check, check.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. There, the defense won the battle. On 2nd and 10. Watson, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
Right there in the middle, 55. And come on up, come on up.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go. Let's go.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Switch. 9.
Here's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And that's complete to Cooks. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play, because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
59 Mike. Check.
Watson off play action. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Watson on the screen. This is Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
No gain on the play there, second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, Troy. I got you. Man, I got you. Let it go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We play to win. Let's go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Let him know. Slam.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he's got this down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 59 Mike. Check.
Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down.
Watson's pass intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. Xavier Howard on the
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They will run again with Coleman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
He's coming, double up. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. In the backfield, standing alone on 2nd and goal is McKinnon. He's going to get it running right. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get in field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right? Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing now is Jackson. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
18. 36. Here we go, here we go. Put the boys down, he's coming. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Now Watson, his first throw of OT. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Watson now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Coleman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's put that team. Hatchet, Hatchet. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 22, Jet, bomber. 22, Jet, bomber. Jam. Check 9. Line up.
They run it with McKinnon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Get set. 18. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Kill. Hey, 25. Turn it up. Hey, alert. Mark 55.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st down, Coleman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go.
Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order